Hey, what's going on, everybody? Everyday Gunpla here, back with another review. Yes, we are back on schedule, guys. Today we're reviewing probably one of the most popular master grade grunt suits that continues to be getting more and more steam. Today we are checking out the Jegan, the famous Jegan. Not to be confused with the Stark Jegan, which we'll talk about in this video. But straight out of the box, we've got 18 runners. Not big runners. This is, I wouldn't say, it feels more like there's like 12 runners here as opposed to 15 runners. But we've got your standard frame, standard plastic. We've got some stickers, which aren't terrible for once. I'll give it that. We've got this nice book here. Let's get into this book art. The cover art is dope. Looks just like the front box. Nothing to write home about. It's not ugly, but I do appreciate that there is a sketch on the front with illustration. I do like how light this book is and how easy it is for this thing to be built. It also tells you where all the runners you're going to need are going to be, which is always a bonus for me. And yeah, it's standard book, easy to build, easy to look at. Excuse me, not easy to build, easy to read, easy to look at. Super dope. Love the Jegan on the back. Now let's jump into talking about this thing. So as I stated before, the Jegan is one of those gym clones that is starting to get its own identity finally. And a lot of that has to do with the Stark Jegan from Unicorn. And a lot of debate has been going on lately about how strong the Jegan is the Stark Jegan. So with the Stark Jegan getting so much popularity lately, probably like the last couple years, honestly, people always reuse and debate about the Jegan versus the Castastria and why the Stark Jegan got beat, and that pilot, the unnamed pilot, and how he got cheated, and how if there wasn't any plot armor for Castastria that he would have beaten it. And I'm not going to sit here and debate it, but I do agree that the unnamed pilot, and you guys can come for me in the comment section, I don't care. I do believe that unnamed pilot had Castastria dead to rights. The stupid ass funnels and that stupid ass shield that was ass pulled definitely saved its life. I get it. She was an antagonist that needed to survive that encounter, but I feel like that unnamed pilot definitely should have survived that encounter as well. And the reason I say that is because you really don't get non-new type ace pilot stories, and it would have been dope as hell if we could have gotten some backstory or some side story to who that guy was, because the sequences that this man was throwing into that Stark Jegan and the quick reactions that he had inside that suit versus Castastria, that was bar none, dude. Like, had he had a Gundam or a prototype suit that wasn't the Stark Jegan, he absolutely would have dog walked Castastria. And no, you guys cannot believe that if you want to. That's totally fine with me. But absolutely, go back and watch that. Imagine if that guy was in a Gundam. Imagine if that unnamed pilot was inside of a Gundam. He would have absolutely decimated Castastria easily. He did that with a commander grunt suit. Think about that, guys. It's basically when Hilo first encounters Zex Marquise. You know what I mean? It's that type of situation. And yes, we can debate the Leo versus the Gundam all we want, but it was that kind of encounter. And to sit and say that that guy was completely outmatched by Cassandra. No, the systems on that mobile suit saved her life. And I'm not gonna sit and, like I said, go back and forth. You guys can come for me in the comments, I don't care. But the systems on that mobile suit is what saved that woman's life. And had that guy had a better mobile suit than a grunt commander type that I think was outdated at that point. Yeah, the Jegans were pretty much outdated by that point. And Unicorn, I believe, they were, what, 5 years, 4 years behind on technology, because Cassandra and Sinanju were like the new prototypes of that era. So if we're going by continuity, like based on UC, pretty much prototypes are a year or two ahead of most suits when they're out. So the Gundams basically are what bridge that gap when you're getting Zeon, Neo Zeon, all those guys, when you're getting their prototypes and stuff, because you had the Zaku 2. You had the Zaku 1s, excuse me. And those immediately were obsolete when the Zaku 2s came out. The Zaku 2s came, they dominated until Amuro started piloting the Gundam, and the prototype Gundam, and then he leveled the playing field with that until the Gelgoog was essentially built. That they went through, Zeon went through the Rictum 2, and then it was Rictum 2, and then you had all the little side stories. We're not talking about that, we're talking about like actual UC continuity. So you had the Rictum 2, and then eventually the Gelgoog was built. And then if it weren't for Amuro, or excuse me, it wasn't for Char protecting his girl, Char would have murdered Amuro, because the Gelgoog that was built, Char's Gelgoog and the Gundam, the RX-78-2, were evenly matched. And that's another debate if you guys want to debate that. But the Gelgoog was absolutely the Neon's answer to the Gundam. And had Zeon been smart and actually like leaned into mass producing the Gelgoog, I think the 1 year war would have went a little different. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, so let's talk about the details. I think Bandai made an amazingly perfect grunt kit, excuse me, with this Jegan. It looks so plain, but once you start building it, you realize just how much mechanical detail is hidden underneath this thing. It has a full frame that you can build first. The panel lines are extremely sharp. Everything's crisp. The backpack is perfect on the Jegan. The legs have subtle armor separation. It really pops out once you're done panel lining it. It's one of those lesser more kits. And I don't know if that's going to make sense to a lot of you guys, but instead of throwing a crap ton of like silly gimmicks at you, Bandai really focused on making every detail count with this kit. And I think that was an amazing decision when they made this. And we have to give credit where credit's due. Bandai nailed the aesthetics of this thing. They nailed the design of this thing. This thing reminds me absolutely of Pat Labor. It definitely has AV98 Ingram vibes, 100%. And go look at the Ingram and tell me that the Jegan is definitely not its little cousin. And I think that's what I really love about Jegans, is that there's some Pat Labor love in there for sure. Definitely in the head, definitely in the head, the chest, and the legs and waist for sure. Like definitely Pat Labor. That's Ingram all the way. This is one of the areas where Bandai just deserves praise. The design, the color separation, gotta give it to Bandai again. For it being a really old master grade, the separation still holds up super well. Most of the major details are still molded in correctly. You're not constantly reaching for stickers. You don't really need to put stickers on this thing. Nothing feels like it's forced. It looks amazing. The mint green. Oh my God. That mint green is so iconic, guys. That mint green at this point. I wish more stuff, more suits in newer Gundam was this mint color, man. This mint green just it just pops, dude. Like it's good on the eyes. It's easy to look at. You want to look at it. I think it's one of the reasons the suit stands out still till this day, because you really got nothing else like it right now with that color. That just it's its own identity. The Jegan is really its own identity, like I said, and it's really moving away from the shadows of a gym, and it's becoming its own being, if it makes sense. Like the Jegan is definitely growing. I'll say this, guys, the Jegan is in my top 10 now of best looking grunts of all time, period. So it's like, yeah, the weapons it has, it comes with that awesome shield, which probably one of the Universal Century's best shield designs, I think. Super cool, super dope. I love the shield on this thing. It's so basic, but it's so right. It's like a Roman shield, dude. It comes with a 8mm? No, like what, a 50mm Gatling gun? Not Gatling gun, but machine gun, which is pretty dope. It also comes with 2 beam sabers. There's not a lot there for weapons, but what is there, it looks good. It's dope. You know, like I love it. I love it. And I just, it was so relaxing building this thing. Now let's talk about the articulation. Oh my God. The articulation on this thing is insane. Listen, I got hung up on my video because I was sitting and posing this thing for so long. I don't even think I got even a 1/10 of the articulation poses I did with this thing. The shoulders swing out well, just thanks to Bandai's great engineering back then. The head has a nice range of motion, plenty of up and down, side to side rotation. The waist movement helps a lot when you're trying to create dynamic action poses, and you will create nothing but poses with this thing, guys. The skirts move out of the way easily and freely. Putting everything together was smooth as butter. Nothing went flying. The ankles are, oh my God. The way you can turn the ankles on this thing, you can do kneeling poses, knee poses, headstands. Oh God, there's so much stuff that I just didn't get on video because I need to get this video done. That this thing is crazy. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. There's just so much. There's just so much to do with this thing. It's basically like playing with an action figure. And Bandai, I wish you guys would have continued this, because holy moly, man, the way this thing can pose, oh my God, it just fits the Jegan. Stability is pretty good. Everything is proportioned correctly. It stands on its own. It can stand on one leg. You can stand it on its arms. You can do shield poses. The backpack is not too big, thank God. Just amazing, guys. Seriously, panel lining is good. Panel line this thing, please. Panel line it. Look at this thing. Just panel line it. Use black, red, whatever. Beautiful. This thing is a beautiful kit. Paint it. Put LEDs. Do everything to this thing. How it looks on the shelf. The shelf presence of this thing is fucking awesome, guys. This is probably the best gym variant since the Gym 2. The kit's not perfect. What are the pros? Everything I just said. What are the cons? I wish there was more guns. I wish there was just more weapons for it. I mean, that's pretty much it. How much did I pay for this thing? I paid $53 for this Jegan. And I think I got it from Hobby Lobby. Even cheaper. For probably like 30 bucks. Or like 30 or $25. Seriously. What do I rate this kit and who's it for? Well, who's it for? First off, fucking everybody. Go get this damn thing, dude. Oh my god, go get this thing. Seriously. Go pick this thing up. Look at all these, look at this shit I'm doing with this thing right now. Like, I was just making up stuff on the fly. Like, I'm just doing like buddy cop poses, 80s pose. I'm doing just all kinds of dumb stuff, dude. What is the score of this kit? Surprisingly, guys, I'm giving this thing a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of, listen, as far as grunts goes, as far as building goes, yes, this thing is fucking perfect. This Jegan, I get it. I get why people love the Star Jegan. Bandai, please give us more of this. But anyways, guys, if you like the content, please subscribe, like, comment, excuse me. And we'll be uploading like twice a week now. So, with that said, thank you, Jegan. Thank you, Bandai. This is Everyday Gunpla, guys. I'm out.